Good morning, KMMA friends, family, tribe, anyone who is here today. I wanted to today. I want to start. You know how every day I do. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, because I just do it as a Facebook post. But I do. Today I am grateful for, and it's an important manifestation, expression of all the many things that I have in life to be grateful for. Because after all, I believe that when we put energy and focus on the things that we are grateful for, we get more things to be grateful for. Unfortunately, also the inverse of that is true. So you have to be careful what we focus on, what we give energy to. Today, I wanted to talk just a little bit about just a handful of students that I'm just so proud of, because we are a Black Belt Leadership Academy that also happens to teach the most practical self-defense in the world. And I often say that, as proud as I am of of the uh, the quality martial arts, the physical piece of the martial arts that my students get to do. Uh, my pants back here are distracted. I'm going to. Uh, should have checked my stage a little bit. I guess that's one of the things about going live. I don't know how my pants got thrown up there. Sorry about that. But I guess it could be fun. Part of going live too is that now you saw that blooper, because it won't get cut out. It'll just stay like this. But what I wanted to say is that I'm so proud of all my Black Belt leaders that move on and doing great things in their lives. And I just want to talk about a handful today. The reality is, just like I tell people on my tour, I was training, actually, one of the people I'm going to talk about here today, Miss Lydia. I was training her on the tour, and I said, look, don't say, these are the Black Belt leaders, because in reality, of course, we've produced so many over the last 23 years. And we chose, just a dozen of them to spotlight on that wall. I'll probably rotate them over time, because it's really just, for us, it's not a question of have we produced some great leaders doing some great things. It's a question of, okay, who are we going to limit this wall to, right? But today I just wanted to express some specific pride, because I'm so proud of all of them. I'm proud of the ones that have gone on to become masters. I'm proud of the ones that are Black Belt leaders, and I am proud of everybody in the process. And what I wanted to do, though, is just like today's Chihan Ben Borton's 18th birthday, and so he's going to be here for the Black Belt class tonight. So if you're watching this and you're one of my tribe that happens to be one of my Black Belts, you may want to show up, because it's going to be a great time. It's going to be his last class with us for a while, because he's leaving at 5 a.m. Friday for Baylor University in Texas, where he's going to be pursuing his degree. I think it's in engineering. But when I talk to him tomorrow, because I'm going to take him to lunch tomorrow, I will make sure to get those details for you. Anyways, or you can ask him when you see him in live tonight, because it's going to be kind of like a little mini celebration of his birthday, and kind of his going away to his adult life. He's going to Baylor. He's on full ride scholarship. He's going to be studying, I think, engineering. And he's also in the already enlisted in the Army National Guard, where he plans to become an officer and make a career of that. Look, whether he decides to continue down that path or not, whatever the young man decides to do with his life, he's going to be crazy successful. He exudes, exemplifies, and personifies the Black Belt leadership principles that I talk about. The Black Belt superpowers of focus and respect and discipline, confidence, gratitude, and vision, but also all of the leadership principles. I mean, he is prepared to live, which is to survive and thrive in any situation, and he is empowered to lead into his future. And I know he'll be a leader wherever he's at and whatever he does, in both the military and civilian worlds, and in his college when he goes now. It's going to be awesome. So Shihan Ben, and by the way, Shihan has grown up here. He's been with me since he was 4. So 14 of his 18 years he spent here at this dojo. Might correct me on that too if he started at 3. So it'll be interesting when they see this. Super proud of you. And then I wanted to praise my oldest son, Sean Harley, who is in his final year of college. He's going to be doing cybersecurity. Of course, he's still here as an amazing master instructor too, and doing great. But for him, man, he really, really is an example of the discipline. He works out every morning, no matter what. The things that he says he's going to do, he always does. It's amazing, and he's going to be very successful in his career too. And my middle son, Shihan Diego, who is a great master instructor, a great martial artist, of course, also grew up here. He decided on a different path. He actually did the Army National Guard, and he thought he was going to make a career in it too. And he did 2 years of college and was studying to be an engineer himself, and then decided that he didn't want that. He wasn't happy with that. And so now he is actually studying to be a mechanic. And I want to put a shout out to him because, he did it where he went and paid his dues, and now he's an apprentice under a master mechanic doing the part he really wants to. He's excited working with Ford, and he's going to be doing some Roush. He's excited that he's going to be learning the Roush stuff, whatever that means. I talked to him this morning, but look, he's going to be crazy successful at anything he ever decides to do. And my middle son, Winston, my youngest son, Winston, another black belt leader who is, had some journeys and some lessons along the way, but he is coming back in the dojo as an instructor again. And next weekend, he's going to do a great job. I know too. And I wanted to talk to you, Miss Lydia, because I know that you were struggling a little bit with that tour and that intro. And then you obviously applied focus to it, right? And really learned the thing. And because I watched you yesterday and your intros were great and your tour was great and you're just coming off so natural and friendly and serving. And that was awesome. And so excited to have, by the way, she's testing for her black belt in September. And then of course, John, who is our program director and doing an amazing job already. And everybody loves. One of the things about Senpai John is that I don't talk to anybody that doesn't love him. Like smile as soon as, he's just got that charisma and friendliness. He makes you feel like you're the most important person. So who better to be first line representative of our organization to the world? Because another one of the things that we talk about is, the quote often attributed to Maya Angelou that people will forget what you said and they'll forget what you did, but they'll never forget the way you made them feel. He's going to be amazing here as well. And the truth is I could go on and on and on. Twice a year, we have a black belt retreat, which is where we go out on Friday night. And that group of people testing for black belts, whether they're testing for their probationary black belt, their certified first degree, their black belt leader, which is second degree, or senior black belt third, or even a master level, which is fourth and above. They all go out to this retreat together. So the test is actually from Friday night all the way through Sunday afternoon. And it culminates kind of with the keystone event being what we used to call a black belt test, which is the 3 hours ordeal that is the final piece of the test on Sunday. And every time it happens, I am just so proud and impressed of those black belts, of how far they've come. I always think of their beginning. I'm always so proud of those black belts also, though, as a tribe, the amount of fellowship and camaraderie and bonding that happens over that weekend, and the hard work and the ordeal. Like listen, that black belt test that weekend is proof of the first part of our mission statement, prepare to live, because it becomes obvious and evident that that those black belts are prepared to survive and thrive in any situation. And then in the second part is empowered to lead, and they do. I have so many great. I have still Sensei Thomas and Shihan Carolyn and Shihan Bon and Shihan Bon, who's actually Shihan Kremner, and and Sensei Sarah and Sensei Kyle. So many amazing leaders running around the dojo. So many that are helping, right? Like aren't even actually employees of the organization. They just love what we do so much that they want to sew in. We got those, and then of course all the great team KMMA and up and coming in my certified instructor training program. I'm just so proud of all of them, each of them and all of them, individually and collectively. And listen, if you're listening to this and you are already on that journey, you're on your black belt crest, I'm so proud of you. Hang in there, because listen, like every worthwhile thing, there are going to be some times along the journey where your energy ebbs, where it's not as strong as it sometimes is, and you lose maybe even focus and dedication or commitment to your goals. But it's never the time to quit, because remember, we never fell until we quit. And by the way, if you're and I'm proud of you. And by the way, if you're one of the people who has trained and then stopped, it still doesn't have to be quit. You can begin again. I have some great black belts here who had a break in their service because they lost focus, but then came back and finished what they started. And if you're listening to this and you're not doing it yet, but you're feeling the hunger and the desire to be part of a winning tribe of winning people, you want to do more in your own life. You want to become mentally, physically stronger and develop the black belt leadership principles that I talk about to be prepared to survive and thrive in any situation and empowered to lead where you're at and into your future. I'm proud of you too, and I'd love to have you. So take the first step. There's a link actually in this YouTube video in the description where you can click tampacravmaga.com and you can begin a 2-week free trial and orientation. Listen, also wherever you're at and wherever you are in the law of the process listening to this, you have some trials and tribulations you're going through in life. I know this because you're a human. I know this because we all do, right? I think your part, I never said it was a rose garden, never promised you a rose garden. That's how that old thing goes, right? The point of the story is, in this time there will be troubles. There will be tribulations. There will be challenges. There'll be times that you feel strong, and there'll be times that you feel less strong. There'll be times when you know you can do it, and there'll be times where you wonder. This is why I'm proud of you too. If you're hanging in there and you're fighting the good fight, you're on the journey and on the quest to be your best. And that's half of it. Showing up is half the battle. I'm proud of you. Prepare to live in power to lead. I'm Steve with Krav Maga Martial Arts, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.